Welcome back to the kitchen. It is time to make a very venerable old Roman dish, spaghetti alla carbonara. Carbonara is a dish that goes back to Rome, and it's not that old of a dish, but it's a fantastic, very flavorful dish, and it's a great way to serve pasta. And it's sometimes called bacon and eggs pasta because basically what we're using is a very bacon-like product and some eggs to make the sauce. Hi, Jan. Nice to see you. Now, this sauce is going to turn out creamy and rich and delicious without using any heavy cream. Some recipes call for it. I don't use it. Hello, Richie Fano. Nice to see you. Lovely note about my dad. Thank you very much for that. It's a very simple dish. I've got some pancetta going over here. So we're going to saute that until it's rendered out a little bit. You can use bacon. You can use guanciale, was actually the preferred pork product. Guanciale is pork cheek that is cured. It's cured until it loses about 30% of its overall mass. So it's not a really dry cured meat. Hi, Lee. Nice to see you. But you can use bacon. You can use pancetta. I got some pancetta. I didn't get it sliced into the traditional cubes. I got a piece of pancetta and I sliced it more thinly like bacon. Hi, Bobby. Nice to see you. Hello, Mary. Well, hello from Playa del Carmen. David Wall, nice to see you. I was just talking about pancetta. I knew you were going to say you use gabagool. Of course you do. Hey, Ryan, nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in. There's really a very simple ingredient list. Hi, Maureen. I've gotten 1 egg and 3 yolks. So we've got that. I've got about a cup of, you can use Pecorino cheese, Parmesan cheese. I'm using a little Pecorino cheese. Hello there, Mike. Nice to see you. Cold Roanoke. Yeah, I know there's going to be some snow on the East Coast. So we've got the cheese, and then you're going to use some freshly grated black pepper. Hello, Judy. Nice to see you. Randy, nice to see you. In traditional carbonara, there's no garlic. Some recipes call for it. I'm not doing it tonight. I'm going to do the more traditional version. Hi, Sydney. Nice to see you. And cheers, by the way. I'm just having the usual little Jack Daniels to make the evening go by a little easier. Hi, Meg. Nice to see you. One of the fun things about this dish, we're going to make it right in the serving bowl. So first thing you do, and let's come over. I've got the pasta already going, and I'm blowing off some really nice pasta tonight. I'm using a thick spaghetti, so I got to check it. I like it because it holds the sauce a little better. It is a little bigger noodle. It's not flat. It's traditional round spaghetti, but it's just a little bit wider gauge. So we're going to check that. That's just about there. And we'll let that go another minute or two. Now, one of the things you got to do before we start assembling the dish, before you drain the pasta, grab a measuring cup. Hey, John Hefner, nice to see you. And get about a cup of your pasta water, because you might need that to add into the sauce. If the sauce is a little too dry, you can add that pasta water. It's nice and starchy. All right. This is frying up beautifully. So I'm going to continue to saute. I'm going to show you what we got over here. It's just the pancetta that I did in slices. So again, you can use bacon. If you got bacon around, it's going to give you a very similar flavor profile. No, Mike, it is actually just good old-fashioned Gentleman Jack that I'm enjoying this evening, which is kind of my daily drinker. I have some Sinatra Select. We opened up a bottle at Christmas, and miraculously, it was a Christmas miracle that it wasn't all gone. Hi, John Gordon. Monique, nice to see you. So we're going to finish sauteing up our pancetta, which is, now the guanciale that is traditionally used is a pork cheek product. The pancetta, like bacon, is a pork belly product, but they all have very similar. You just want that nice kind of pork flavor that bacon, pancetta, and the guanciale give you. It's good stuff. Or as David Wall would use, the gabagool, which I don't recommend. I've often been tempted to try this with some prosciutto, which is a little thinner and more delicate. Randy, yeah, I know there are a lot. I'm not huge on garlic. I use probably less garlic in most of my pasta dishes than most Italians do. And I know a lot of you are going to, Evans isn't an Italian name. And my real last name, of course, my family name, Pancetta, so that's pretty Italian. We come from Naples, outside of Naples, a little town called Carbonara, where my grandfather was from. So we just about got the pancetta done. I want to double check my pasta, but I suspect that we got this to the appropriate level of al dente. Come out here, pal. Give me just a little bit. Don't burn your fingers. Woo. There we go. Sometimes you got to wrestle with it. Hello, Freddie. I'm making carbonara. You're going to have to tell me if I do it right. It's still, as my father would say, has a little bone in it. So we want to cook it just a little bit more. Scotty Meltzer's watching. So we've got the pancetta going, and it's just about done. It's nice and crispy. I don't want to over crisp it. And what we're going to do is, as soon as I drain the pasta, we're going to start to mix our other ingredients, the cheese, the egg, and the black pepper, and we're going to do that in the bowl that we're going to serve with. And then, once I've drained the pasta, I'm going to let it cool only slightly, and then we're going to combine the pasta with the egg mixture, the egg and cheese mixture, and that is going to help slightly cook the egg, the hot pasta, and you'll get this really creamy, lovely texture. I used 1 whole egg, and then 3 yolks. You want to go heavy on the yolk. You can actually do it without any egg white at all, but the egg white makes it look a little creamier. And using all egg yolks makes it a very rich sauce. Hi, Tammy. Nice to see you. So I've got my pancetta where I want it. I'm taking it off the heat. We're going to drain our pasta, and then we're going to start to actually make the sauce. All right. Grab my gloves. I've reserved about a cup of the pasta water. You want to save it because you're going to need it. Is that a yolk? Ha, 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 John. All right, let's drain this. Give me a second. Beautiful. Now, pasta's draining. I'm going to let it cool just a little bit. We're going to make our sauce over here in the giant serving bowl. So let me direct you in that direction. All right, so what I got is 1 whole egg and, Mike, you leave it warm enough to do a little cooking. You don't want to curdle the egg, and that's why you don't use too much egg white. So there's not a lot of egg white in here, but you can see I got 4 yolks. So what we're going to do is put that in our serving bowl. And now I'm going to add this is Pecorino cheese, like that. And then a little black pepper. Hello, Wendy, nice to see you. I like a lot of black pepper. I'm even gonna put a little splash of salt on here. I salted the pasta water. So there we go. And now, I'm just gonna mix all of that together. So I'm gonna incorporate that cheese. Hello, Steve Gary, nice to see you. I wanna get all that cheese incorporated into my eggs. And remember, there's not a lot of egg white. Hello, Guinness. Guinness and Ryan, tell everybody hello. We're very excited about something that's going on at the front door. All right, so now we've got all of that beautifully mixed in, okay? Let me show you what that looks like. So that is just cheese, 1 egg, 3 yolks. Hello, Jim King, nice to see you. Shirley, good to see you. Some black pepper, a little salt. So that's ready to go. And again, super simple, easy. Now what I want to do, got to add in, and it's okay to get a little of that pancetta grease in there as well. We'll add that in. Oh, this smells delicious. All right. Stir that in. So the egg yolk is going to help bind all of this sauce. I'm using a little bit of a thicker noodle. You'll see that. I'm going to put it in there. Now, I've reserved some of that pasta water in case I need it. I got it right here. So now what we're going to do is, just want to make sure this is, you don't want it too hot. You want to cool the pasta just a little bit. Oh, Guinness, yeah, he's got a big bark for a little dog. There's no doubt about it. So, because you don't want to make scrambled eggs, and that's why there's not very much egg white in there. So we're going to add this in all at one time. And then we're going to just stir that around and let it coat our pasta like that. And you're going to get this golden, beautiful color like that. Oh yeah. You want to stir this around and get the noodles well coated. And as I said, I've reserved a little of that pasta water. I'm going to add just a little bit of it. It's nice and starchy. Oh, haha. And there is the magic of pasta carbonara, one of our favorite pasta dishes. Originally made in a restaurant in Rome. If you guys watched Stanley Tucci's wonderful program about Italy, he did a whole showcase of Roman dishes, and this was one of them. Oh, look at that. Now, it's nice. Hello, Nick Leach. Nice to see you, Schmoopy. It's always a pleasure. Wish I could see you in person. The nice thing about these Facebook recipe sessions is I do see a number of folks from Roanoke and my old stomping grounds. Well, Steve, the pasta, that's a good question. The pasta is still hot. You saw it steaming. So it's actually going to cook your egg mixture with the cheese to the appropriate level of doneness. So now, let's serve it up and see what it looks like and tastes like. And you should, I hope that the camera does justice to this, because it's actually, this turned out, this is a pretty good batch, if I say so myself. All right. Notice, it looks beautifully creamy. There's a beautiful sheen to the pasta. Oops. You get in there too. I want to get some of that pancetta. There's a nice chunk of it. Let's grab that. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. And of course, if I'd been smart, I would have saved a little bit of pancetta just to garnish the dish with as well. And then you can sprinkle some cheese on top, and you are ready to enjoy a fantastic and traditional pasta carbonara. Look at that. See how beautiful that sauce just, it looks like it's a cream sauce, but not a drop of cream in it. And of course, the proof is always in the tasting. So let's give it a little whirl. Doneness is a very technical word. Yes, the eggs will cook in the heat of the pasta. All right, let's give it a whirl, literally, figuratively. Oh. That, my friends, hello, Rob Wolf. That is a great dish. And you saw how fast it was to make. You can make the sauce in the time it takes to boil your noodles. And again, it's really important to reserve a little bit of the pasta water to add to that mixture, because that's what's going to give you that gloss and sheen, and make sure that it's not too dry, as those egg yolks will literally cook amongst the warm pasta. But what you don't want is too much egg white, because then you get scrambled eggs, and that's not what we're looking for. That's not the consistency you want with this dish. This is a really fantastic and hearty, easy meal to make in just minutes, and everybody's going to really enjoy this. And just because it's got eggs and bacon in it doesn't mean you can have to serve it for breakfast. It's good any time of day. All right, well, guys, thank you very much. I hope you enjoy it. I will post the full recipe along with the video, and I will put it on the YouTube channel as well, so that you can access it there. Yeah, Ryan, it really is an easy dish. Hey, Bill Getty, it's fantastic, and I know you're going to love it. Maureen, nice to see you. It turned out pretty good. In fact, I'm going to finish that bowl. Want to say cheers. Enjoy the rest of your week. You guys be safe, be well. That Omicron variant is running wild all around here in California, and I don't know about where you guys are, but I just want everybody to stay safe and healthy. Steve, good to see you. Glossenschien, it is German, Steve Gary. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Enjoy this recipe, and check out my other recipes on my YouTube channel as well, In the Kitchen with Patrick Evans. Have a great night, a great rest of your week, and bon appetito.